really comfortable chairs in our home. Because when you go home, that's when you want to relax, or when you're finally off the computer after a full day, you just want to kick back, or maybe standing on your feet at a cash register all day, and all you want to do is really get comfortable. Well, tonight we have the ultimate in comfort at a really affordable price, and it is incredibly stylish. Like, I'm like, old-fashioned recliners, no way, not going in my house. This one is absolutely beautiful, and here's what I think will completely blow your mind. It has power lift. Have you guys priced a true power assist lift chair? They can be thousands of dollars, and look what we did tonight. Not $7.99, that is the retail. It's a beautiful chair. We'll get into all the details in a second. We're not at $5.99. That will be our normal price after this 24-hour window. We're at $499.95. We have 5 flex pays, and did you notice the free shipping? I think it was what, like 60 some dollars, like 64 bucks to ship it. Absolutely free if you're buying it from us tonight. Now I'm gonna go over the colors and we'll really get into it. So let's start with that. This one right beside me, it's so beautiful. It's just that creamy light color. This one is the ivory. The one that I'm sitting in right now, this is the taupe. Now I'm gonna get up because I want you to see the taupe versus the gray. So here's the taupe, and you can really get a good look at what color the gray is. The next one beside this is a brand new color we've never ever offered before. Gorgeous navy blue. And then finally, the all-time favorite color right here, this is our chocolate. We're calling this chocolate. Now, when you see these chairs, especially this chocolate, you're like, oh my gosh, that has got to be leather. No, it is called, and I love it, it's the look and feel of leather, but it's breathable. This is a brand new fabric. It's called Leather Air. Everyone will swear it's leather, but it's breathable, so it's not sticky and hot when you're sitting in it. That's what you're getting on every single choice. Now, we're gonna go kind of on a big wide shot for you so you can see, because what is power lift? Well, if you wanna be fully relaxed back, and you're just like, oh, all the weight of the world just melts away, I wanna totally relax, there's fully back. Now you have multiple positions you can be in until you get to the full lift. And this will show you, and I don't know if you guys can see it on the side, but the full lift truly will assist you to get out of the chair. Now a lot of you just want a beautiful recliner that's super comfortable, you got it. When you eventually might need the power lift, you're gonna be happy it is already built in. And again, we go from completely relaxed back to the full lift, and then lots of different modes in between. But let's get into it. We're gonna talk to all about it. And in fact, joining me to give you the scoop is Alexandra, who is all ready to go with us tonight. And Alexandra, welcome back. It is always good to have you with us.
How are you, Suzanne? I'm so happy to have you here in my home, and I'm really, frankly, delighted to share with you our beautiful brand new lift chair. Now, as you can see, I'm in that fully lifted position where it's going to give me a helping hand. I can easily stand up and then sit down so you or your loved one can have a little bit of peace of mind as you're getting from the sitting to standing position. And with just the touch of a button, very quietly, very gently, smooth, there isn't any shaking going on. Do you hear that? Do you see that? I'm able to, hi, Queen Elizabeth, how are you? You woke up for this, huh? You heard me speaking. I am able to now get back into that seated position. Queen, it's not your turn yet, hold on. But now it's taking me back, and you can see how easily and very slowly, it's just so gentle. So it really works for all ages. So I'm going to stop right now, just release my finger from the button, and now I'm in a reclined position. I can watch HSN, I can watch my favorite movies, I'm reclined, but if I do want to fall asleep in my chair, rest in my beautiful chair, and I am in the navy blue, you can see I'm in the fully reclined position. I can just take a little nap right here. This is the chair that is the perfect chair that you have been looking for the way that we're living in our homes today. You know, it used to be that this was possibly a chair that you only thought about as a gift for maybe a loved one who needed a helping hand. But I have to tell you, I've had this chair in my home for a very long time, and I use it every day. This is self-care in a chair. This is that helping hand for you or a loved one. Everything works by the remote control, and I'm going to walk you through the remote control. And here's the thing, it's not just lift, stand, sit, recline, but it's also massage, beautiful vibration massage from my shoulders all the way through to my legs, and it's also heat in the lumbar. Plus, it has 2 USB ports on the side, so you can see that right here in the chocolate brown, I have the USB port. Can you see the USB port? So we have the USB port. You receive 2 of them. Because we all know we have so many items that we're charging, whether it's your watch that you might be charging. You can put this here. I set this up for you, Suzanne. You can see it's a little bit of theater style seating. So you can see how I've got all Americana here. That's the theme going on right here. So beautiful chocolate brown, brand new navy blue, okay? And then behind me, I want you to imagine that this is like boudoir seating, like in your bedroom. This could be next to your bed. You can see it's just the perfect size. So this is our ivory. I'm gonna step over here because it's actually on the left side that you'll have your tethered remote control. And I'm going to go ahead and put this all the way back using the remote control. And you can see how gently and very smooth this is taking us back. And can you imagine having this chair? Because I have to ask you, what are you doing now? Seating is a really complicated thing in our home right now. We're using chairs to work with. We're sitting in our chairs more, watching our favorite shows. We're just home more. So you need something that's going to be appropriate for all ages, and this really works.
Well, Alexandra, let me give a quick update. Hang on
Position.
one second, darling, because I do need to give an update already, because that's what happens when we have a really popular today's special. If you want the ivory, which is the one right beside me, Jared, how many are we down to now? And this actually surprised me, quite frankly. I have 180 for the rest of the entire day. So if you want this gorgeous, what looks like super soft, expensive leather, but it's easy to care for. It's so beautiful and it's breathable. Thank goodness, it's leather-like. We're down to the final 180. That's extremely limited. Now I have the taupe that I'm sitting in, and this is the gray, so you can see the two different shades between the gray and the taupe. As Alexandra mentioned, the navy's brand new. You guys are loving the chocolate as you always do. Of all of them, if you want the most what I would consider traditional leather look, then you're gonna go for the chocolate, or quite frankly, I think the ivory looks like a beautiful model, you know, gorgeous, like, you know, beautiful home you'd see. It has white leather all in it. I love that ivory as well. But here's the story. I do want to explain FlexPay because this is the way you can get a fabulous recliner for you or someone you love. Here's the thing, Flex is great. If you have any major credit card, you're gonna spread your payments out over 5 months, and it's about $100 a month, right? All right, remember, free shipping, that's almost $63 you're saving tonight while it's available, $300 off the regular retail value of this. So with FlexPay, it's great because you can spread your payments out, you don't have to clunk it all out at once. We also have 12-month VIP financing on this. So if you pull out your HSN card right now, it's about $50 per month over the next year, so use that card. What I love about our FlexPay though is you do not have to plunk it all out at once. You can go ahead and spread those payments out and get a beautiful chair. And if you were just thinking of getting your first recliner, replacing that old broken one that dad's been sitting in forever, if someone needs the assist, I would buy this chair, even though I don't necessarily right now need the assist. Thank goodness, you know, I don't really need that help. But I'll tell you what, there's so many awesome features in this chair for this price. It's worth it to get a great looking, stylish chair that I can recline in and I'd be comfortable in. But then down the road, maybe I'm gonna need assist. Wouldn't it be nice to know that you have that extra assist built in when you need it? A lot of times you'll do power chairs, you'll see power chairs out there. They are ugly and they're thousands of dollars and you're only buying it because someone in your life needs the assist. They need that help getting in and out of the chairs because, well, I don't know, they've had surgery, they have to sleep in a chair, they're having trouble getting out of chairs, maybe their hips are an issue, maybe they're just getting older and just don't have that upper body strength to pull themselves out. Those chairs you buy because you need it, but they're ugly, let's be honest, and you spend a whole lot of money. This is by far, and I've sold a lot of these kind of chairs here at HSN, by far the best looking one we've ever offered. This is the most stylish we've ever offered. It's the most feature rich that we've ever offered, and it is absolutely gorgeous. And Alexandra, I love yours in your house. You've got those two gray ones. And I'm so glad you want to show this shot. And do me a favor, Alexandra, can you move out of the shot for me for 1 second? I'll tell you the reason why. And can you lower the other one? Because can you lower the other one all the way just to regular seating?
Sure, sweetie.
And I'll tell you why, if your dog is so darn cute. I'm telling you why I'm pushy and making you get out of that shot. Because a lot of people think, I will never get a power lift chair and put it in my living room, because let alone two of them, right? Because you're like, no, those chairs are ugly. So I want you to see what this looks like, and I love your puppy in this scene too. All right, so you're gonna back out a little bit for me, and I want you guys to see that shot. Now that looks like a great living room chair set. No one would know it's power lift.
No, nobody would absolutely know. What does this look like? This looks like a beautiful club seating. This looks like a club chair in your home. It's beautifully upholstered. I'll remove the decorator pillow. So it's got the two heavily foam padded. I mean, it's just so soft. I'm so happy that you're talking about that beautiful air technology so that it's really breathable, even though it is a faux leather. This would be so much more expensive if it was genuine leather, but this way it's just easy to clean. You're just going to wipe this clean and it stays soft and sumptuous. And even in the seating, now this has a 250 capacity, weight capacity in the seating, really comfortable. You can add your decor pillows if you want to, but what I did for you here is kind of replicate a his and hers situation very easily for you. Now, I use the remote control and I can control everything from the lumbar down into the legs. I have 3 different levels of intensity of the massage. So the massage intensity, 3 different levels, and then 8 modes. And so that remote control allows you to kind of select, do I want to feel something in my upper back? Do I want to feel something only in my lower back or in my legs? All of that is controlled with the remote control. And then of course the timer setting. If you automatically turn it on, it will stay on for 15 minutes. Or each time you hit the timer button, it will give you 5 minutes. So increments of 5 all the way to 30 minutes with the timer. You can also put on the heat. I love having the heat in my lumbar. It's so soothing and comforting, and it's like a warm hug. Never hot, just warm enough in your lumbar. I know that you were talking about the chair for someone who really needs that assistance, who wants that self-assuredness. Maybe they're not as sure-footed as they once were, but Suzanne, I sit in my chair, I have one in my room, every single evening and enjoy just a little bit of massage and that soothing heat. Yeah, I mean, I told you it's self-care. It's self-care in a chair. And then you can cycle through all the different modes and all of that is done on the remote control.
And Alexandra, I mean, it's a great looking chair, guys. Here's the thing. I would never want a power lift chair in my living room. It's like, oh, my visions of that are big, clunky, ugly chairs. And sure, they're effective and they're good for a lot of people, but I barely want a recliner in my living room, right? This looks so good. Like this is one of those that people will sit in it and it's like those really nice redone movie theaters that have those super comfortable recliner chairs. You just crave to go to a movie again just because the chairs are so darn comfortable. That's the feel of this. It really is that comfortable. But thank goodness we've got a smart chair that will give us the power lift if we need it. It will help us relax. We can recline in it and it looks really, really good. That is where I think this chair specifically they've just outdone themselves in making it really a beautiful chair for any home. Gosh, you guys, you ever want to do your own little home theater? Put 3 of these together side by side. Everyone's gonna want to come over and watch movies in your house. Also, a little update, if you want the ivory, this one is so gorgeous. I think this is absolutely so exquisite looking. We're down to about the last 150. That's 150 for the entire day. That's not 1,500. I literally have just about 100 of these left for all day long. So this one will not make it till the end of the day. There's absolutely no way. Also, this is full upright position. As I move over, this is your taupe. Then this is just a regular chair position. I mean, right, good looking, right? Then we have the new navy. This is starting the recline. And then this is your full recline with the chocolate. So you really get, and you get all the stages in between. And then add that massage, and then add that heat. And just watch the day's worries melt away when you're sitting in it. And I said this earlier, are you replacing an old recliner? Have you always wanted a recliner? Is someone driving you nuts for a recliner? Like, oh, I really like, i.e. my husband. He's like, okay, maybe you say, well, you know what? I really, really, really would love to give this as a gift to somebody in my life. I'll never forget Amy Morrison's dad. She told me this story. Amy's another host here at HSN. Her dad had some really major surgery, and for weeks, he could not lay down in a bed. And so she started pricing out power lift chairs because he needed that help for several weeks. And she was like, Suze, do you know how expensive the kind of medical power lift? And she goes, and they're ugly. I mean, they really look medically, right? And so she was really going on and on about how awesome these chairs are, simply because she had gone through that experience for her own father and how difficult it was to find a chair that was affordable, but still gave him the benefits he needed. Guys, you got it all. It looks good. It's comfortable as all get out. It works beautifully. You've got tons of versatility with this, unlike any recliner out there, and it's not $2,000 or $3,000. And with our financing tonight, what are we doing? 5 Flex, it's $100 over 5 months, and the shipping. This would be $63 to ship to your house. And on that note, Alexandra, what can we expect when it arrives? What's assembly? Tell us how we plug it in and all that kind of good stuff.
Sure. So the reason why it has all of those benefits, it's because it's brought to us by Lifesmart. And Lifesmart makes incredibly innovative, smart, functional products that are really beautiful for our home. So you get all of that functionality in this gorgeous looking chair. Now it does come in one box. I'm gonna have to post a video of Troy and I assembling all of them, and it did not take long at all. I think it was like 5 minutes, you know? And so it comes in one box in 2 sections. So here's the top part and here's the bottom part. And right before you slide that top part in, you literally just click, click. It slides on 2 little tracks. There are just a couple of cables that are color coded so that you just kiss them together, the couple of cables, and then of course you just plug that right into the wall, and then it's as easy as that. Now, once it's up and going, it's very easy to move around. I want you to notice that metal base. This is all steel construction on the bottom, obviously on the floor or wall-to-wall carpeting. If you have an area rug, maybe you might have heard me mention in the past that I want it completely on the area rug. I don't want anything half and half going because I want it to be nice and sturdy and stable for you. So you can see you can move this around. Now the sizing, it is the perfect size. So this is only going to be 30 inches across. It's 30 inches across from edge to edge, 35 inches back, and then it stands 40 inches tall. And you want to have it about 18 inches. You can see my windows right here. You only want it about 18 inches away from the wall so that you can fully recline, which is very important. If you need a neighbor or your son-in-law or your daughter-in-law or son to actually help you, I just wanted you to know it takes minutes to put together. And then once it's together, here's your side pocket where you do have the remote control. Once it's plugged in, it's powered. So you can turn it on so that you can hear and feel the vibration. When you push the on button, that's when you're going to feel, I wish you could hear, the vibration as it's pulsating, okay? Because it's vibration massage. And then you can select the heat. You can go through the different functions by pressing the function button. It's very intuitive. It's a beautiful LCD, easy to read screen. When I turn it off, it still has power so that my technology is still being charged need be. And so you just slide that right back into place. I'm just loving this ivory color. Remember, this is the ivory, this is the gray, this is the navy blue. And with the navy blue here, I can just, slide that right back into place. So handsome with all of the stitching, that breathable airflow, faux leather, which is fantastic. If you want the traditional, if you're looking at the navy, like never in a million years would I bring that into my home, I understand. Here's that chocolate brown for you. So if I walk around, the chocolate brown, so easy. If somebody were to get a little jelly or a little bit of spaghetti sauce, you don't have to worry. You can just wipe that away. Plus, you have a side pocket for your readers, for additional remote controls, for your magazine. You could set up theater seating. Suzanne, I'm all about how we are living in our homes today. We want to be comfortable so you can work from your chair. You can sleep in this chair. Right. You're going to watch television in this chair. I still want you to be active, but when you sit down and take a rest, this is the way to do it.
Well, and here's the thing. It just looks great. I'm telling you, how often you're like, man, I would love a recliner. Because when you get home from a long day, maybe you have a job where you're standing all day, or someone you love stands all day long, or behind a cash register, or in a warehouse, whatever it might be. Or you're on a computer all day, and you're kind of in front of a monitor, and you're like, all you want to do is come home and kick back, get your feet up, relax, just watch all that stress melt away. I'm telling you, this chair is going to do it for you. It is one of the nicest power lift chairs we've ever offered. And how much do you spend just on a basic, boring, dumb chair that you thought looked good for your living room? I mean, you can spend way more than $4.99 on a regular chair. Let alone, let's just talk recliner. Let's just talk a really kind of nice recliner. That's gonna start at $4.99, and all it does is recline. Here you get a multitude of positions. You could stop this little smooth button anywhere you want. You're gonna get the power lift. And again, is that important right now to your life? Maybe it is. Absolutely, it's great to have. Maybe it's not. But when you need it 10 years down the road from now, you're gonna, I'm glad this chair is helping me out a little bit. And you never know if you're having surgery. We have people who buy these because they're gonna have surgery coming up. Maybe it's gonna be something with the hip or legs and they've really gotta be comfortable and they need that extra help. Maybe you know someone who's really just doesn't have the upper body strength they used to. And you've seen mom or dad trying to get out of the chair and they sort of get that rocking motion and sort of try to propel themselves. Think about giving this as a gift to someone you love. And I'll tell you what, I would get this chair regardless of the power lift capabilities, simply because it's not something that I need right now. But I'll tell you what, I'll be happy to have that feature in there because who knows, 10 years from now or 5 years from now if I'm gonna love that feature. But here's your chance to get that brand new recliner with massage, which is amazing, 8 different modes of massage. You have the timer built in. It's got that beautiful lumbar heat. You've got powered USB plugs on the side. You have slots over here that are lit. So you can plug in your tablet and your phone. We're charging everything now. That's right here on the side. And you'll see little blue lights in there, which means they are getting power constantly. So if you're gonna plug in your tablet or you're plugging in your phone, there they are, 2 USB ports to charge up whatever you're working on. It is such an awesome chair, and we're $300 off the retail price. So if you've been waiting to get a recliner, if you've been waiting to get a new recliner to get rid of that old busted up one that's sitting in your living room, if you're saying, I'm gonna treat myself to it or I'm gonna treat someone I love to it, awesome Father's Day gift. I mean, come on, every dad I ever have never known, including my own and my husband, they love themselves some recliners, okay? I get it. But typically, being the one that wants the house to look good, I'm not putting one of them in there. You just saw in Alexandra's house how beautiful the two, I think one of the colors you have in the two grays are together. That looks like a designer chair. It looks like you spent thousands, and yet you don't, and it's got all these great features built in. Like, look at this right here. Well, how beautiful is this ivory chair sitting in your living room? No one would ever know it's got power lift because it doesn't look clunky and ugly like most power lift technology.
And anything that were to get on this chair, it's just so easy to clean. I don't have to feel, oh my God, I don't want to get anything on the leather. This is very breathable, very easy to clean. You can imagine what this would look like in your bedroom, okay? But then we're also working from home, and there's a lot of sitting. There are a lot of Zoom calls going on right now. That's probably not going to change because we've all figured out that this is a very effective way to work. And so I can now sit back, make my point. I could be on a Zoom call, but I'm comfortable. I'm not in a traditional chair that's killing my back. We all know what I'm talking about because we weren't, prepared to be home. So now we're rethinking seating. So this is comfortable. I could have that lumbar heat going on in the lumbar. Everything is controlled with the remote control. I can keep extra remote controls in the side pocket, need be. And then when I'm done working, I can just move this out of the way. You talk about possibly not needing that lifting mechanism right away. But what happens when mom comes over? My father-in-law came out of the hospital. He's had 2 back-to-back, maybe I think it was 3 back-to-back, incredible surgeries not too long ago. What a Father's Day gift this would be for him, because he definitely is a little bit wobbly, even if he doesn't want to admit it. This allows you to help your loved one be self-assured and have their independence, so that if you need to run to the bank, okay, you can see how this is lifting me up. If you need to run to the bank, you can leave your loved one, okay? We might have someone living with us that needs that help, but then on their own, they can go to the front door, they can go to the refrigerator to get a snack, they can help themselves to the restroom. It gives you peace of mind. And frankly, we can't put a price tag on that. And then furthermore, if you are the caregiver, if you are now seeing that you are the one that is helping your loved one. When my father was alive, he passed away 8 years ago, and my mom is tiny, but my dad looked like a linebacker. My dad looked like a center for the Miami Dolphins, okay? And my mom would be helping him get in and out of a chair. This way, if you're the caregiver, you can just grab the remote control, And then very easily, you can help them just with the push of a button, help them get in and out of the chair. Now, that's the lifting bonus that's available to you. But as you said, it's all about that comfort, the massage, the vibration massage, the varying degrees of intensity, the lumbar, which is so comforting and warm and never hot, but soothing and comforting. And just like, it's like a little hug if you want. I love to, in the evening, come into the room. I have a throw that is on there. Let me just put this back in the seated position. I can always tuck away the remote control. If I want to add a little bit of decor, I can add a nice little oblong pillow right on there just to give it a little bit of that chic look if I want to. You can see how you're able to very easily charge. It's just never ending. Our tablets, our AirPods, your phones, everything that can charge right there very easily. Wonderful colors. My floors are gray, and you can see how good the gray looks. But I was telling Suzanne earlier on our call, sometimes when you're doing a lot of gray or a little bit of white, it can start to look a little bit too cool. So the taupe color, it's kind of like that grayish. So it gives it a little bit of warmth to the room. You can see how striking the ivory is. I'm going to move my desk right out of the way here. Oops. You can move my desk. And then the navy blue is a brand new color. So if you're doing any of the Americana, okay, today is Flag Day. Did you remember that? Today is Flag Day, but then somebody also told me that it's Bourbon Day. That's why I've got a little bourbon sitting over there in my glass. You can do the Americana-inspired decor with your navy blue. How often do you see navy blue in a leather chair or in a faux leather chair? You can have theater-style seating done this way. Everybody in your home wants the remote control. Everybody wants to recline. I say replace your sofa with 2 or 3 of these chairs. Why do you have a sofa? You're always
that's actually a great
twisted
point
away,
too.
right?
Yeah,
You're
and give
lying
everybody,
down in
I mean,
it
well,
in a
how cool
funny
is this to
position.
give
This is so
everybody
much
their
better.
own yummy chair? Like, have you ever gone to the movie
Right?
theaters too, the new ones where they've redone them, and those darn chairs are so comfortable, and you get your feet up and you're watching a movie, and it's like you could just almost fall asleep during the movie. Have that same experience, but they're not big, ugly, and clunky. Also, just so you'll know, this is an extra wide seat. They actually did some additional upgrades to this one that we did not have the last time we did a chair like this, which was September of 2019. So it's been a very, very long time since we've offered this as a today's special. $300 off the retail, that's huge. Look at the shipping. The shipping is almost $63 alone. You're saving that because it's free shipping tonight. So we're $300 off retail, another $63 off because of the shipping, and we have 5 flex. So you can spread your payments out over 5 months, and you're gonna get this delivered to your home, and you're gonna be so happy because it's as comfortable and stylish. That's, to me, what's key to this. It's very comfortable, it's wildly stylish, it'll look great in any home. No one will ever have any idea that this is a power lift chair. Whether you're using it now or using it in the future, as Alexandra said, you're having somebody come over who's elderly, they're gonna be more comfortable in your home when they come to visit. It's an awesome buy, guys. And I know you want a recliner, or you've got that old one you're looking at and you're like, man, I hate that recliner in my living room. It's broken, or it's all saggy, or it looks bad, or you're saying, hey, you know what? I do want to create my own home theater. Maybe do it for Father's Day and, you know, gussy up the man cave or wherever they watch sports. Trust me, everyone will fight over this chair. And because of the nice size, it's easy to put 2 of them into one room. They're not oversized. They're not giant and take up all the space. And yet there's plenty of room for everyone to sit and be comfortable in them. Once again, if you want the ivory, that's the one I'm sitting in right now, we have 130 left. It's by far outselling the other colors. Following that is going to be your chocolate. And to me, with this leather-like material that's really breathable, the ivory and the chocolate look almost identical to genuine leather. Not that the others don't, they all do, but I think if you want something that's really authentic looking, because let's say you love the look of leather, but you don't want the hassle. Leather's awful. I mean, personally, I don't get leather because your legs stick to it and it gets kind of sweaty, and I just don't like leather at all. I love this version because it looks like it, but it's breathable and it's easy to take care of. So if you had a checklist of the ultimate recliner you could have in your home, I certainly think this this is the perfect choice tonight. And we are busy. I know we've been busy all night long. If you can, go to hsn.com. It's a couple of clicks. You jump right to the front of the line and you grab especially this ivory, guys. My producer, Jared, just told me a couple minutes ago, he says, we're not gonna see this ivory after the morning. So we've got several airings. We have another airing coming up next hour. It could be gone by next hour. So if that's your choice, and I think it is absolutely as so chic as can be, do not miss out on the ivory. Here's your taupe. Then this is the gray. This is the brand new navy that I think just turned out absolutely beautiful. And then of course, look at the chocolate, which to me looks very, very authentic to genuine leather furniture that you might already have in your home. Hey, not dogging out leather, you might love it. I particularly don't, but I love the look of it. I just don't want the hassle. And leather's not breathable. This is really breathable. All right, Alexandra, I'm gonna see you next hour, so we'll get back with you in just a couple. Thanks for joining me.
I'll take a little nap. I'm gonna take a lap, lift up my feet.
Kick back, relax.
Enjoy that heat. Use my throw.
All right, guys, and don't forget all the 8 modes for the vibration. You've got the heat mode and